Hello everybody, Mobius1 here, bringing you the next episode of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. We're here in Ahto City still, kinda checking out everything. Why are you disturbing me? Can you not see I'm overseeing the packaging of this Kolto? I'd like to buy some of your Kolto. I don't think you will let me. The Kolto is not mine. I am merely coordinator of this shipment, and you cannot simply buy unrefined Kolto. Such negotiations are worked out between intergalactic governments and the Ahto City Export Authority. We transact deals in the billions of credits. You obviously are in the wrong place, Off-Worlder. I suggest you visit the courthouse west of here. There you may be of some use to the Selkath instead of a hindrance. Alright, so we got both Sith soldiers and Republic soldiers in here managing their shipments. There are quite a few things that we need to do.
There's a lot of money to be made in the Republic in times like these. If we survive, of
course. Alright, so we're making our way east.
Precious Republic's days are numbered. It won't be long until Malak turns his armada loose on Coruscant itself.
Save your empty threats, Sith scum. Malak isn't stupid enough to attack the core worlds, now with the entire Republic fleet waiting for him.
You're a fool. When the Sith descend on Coruscant, our numbers will block out the sun itself. The galactic senators will collapse trembling in fear and beg for mercy at Malak's feet.
You underestimate the Republic's resolve. We'll die before we surrender Coruscant.
That can be arranged. Remember what happened to Taris. Malak could do the same to the core worlds.
He wouldn't dare.
Now it is you who underestimate our resolve.
Bum bum bum. General store.
How much for all this stuff, Tyvark?
For a Sith, a month's pay, but since you are a member of the Republic, I will charge you a week's salary.
Thanks, Tyvark. Catch you next week.
What do you have to say?
Tyvark hates the Sith, so he's always giving us Republic soldiers discounts. I bet he gives you Jedi a great deal.
Oh, really? Well then. I've heard from several customers that you are now the arbiter during the murder trial of Sunry, the Republic war hero. I admire you for accepting this position. I have no doubt Sunry has been framed by the Sith. If there is anything I can do to aid your investigation, I will be happy to help. Do you know about the Sunry case? Unfortunately, I cannot offer any great insight into this matter. I suggest you investigate the murder scene, or perhaps talk to the other residents of the hotel where the crime occurred. Alright, let me see what you have first in stock. Advanced med packs, parts. Some worthless armor. Bothan stun stick. Bothan needler. What do you do? 25% stun chance. +2 attack modifier. Arcanian pistols. 3 to 8 damage. +2 attack modifier. This one's 2 to 9. Mandalorian blaster. Disruptor pistol. Sonic pistol. Holdout blaster. Wow. It's actually sometimes called a sleeper. The holdout blaster is the preferred method of temporarily incapacitating an enemy. Zabrak battle cannon. Wow, 4,000 credits for a rifle. What does this thing do that's so good? 6 to 13 damage. Has a 19 to 20 threat range. +3 attack modifier. Pistol targeting optics. 8,000? Wow. Combat sensor. Dex +2. Gives bonus weapons feats for pistols and rifles. Stabilizer mask. Immunity to mind affecting, saves all +2. That's... That's expensive, but actually I think that's worth buying. Awareness +4. Immunity to poison. Strength gauntlets. Strength gauntlets are actually probably worth buying too. I'll have to look and see. Ooh, Beamon package. Constitution +3. That we're gonna buy. And we're gonna buy this stabilizer mask also. We just spent a whole lot of credits, but let's check our gear now. So, alright, so these... Oh wait, we didn't buy the strength gauntlets. Never mind, we bought a... Oh, we can't equip this yet. Alright, well, we'll get implant level 3 at some point, and then we'll be able to equip that. But for now... So this gives us will +3 and awareness +2, but the stabilizer gives us immunity to mind affecting and increases all of our saves by 2. Let's see what this looks like. Yo, that's cool. Actually, it looks kind of goofy, but it's also kind of cool. And now Jolie and Bastel are wearing the same thing. Alright. It's good enough for now. It's not like we need our credits for anything else. Uh-oh, here's the visitor's hotel. Ignis.
You're the one defending Sunry now, huh? Well, the hotel's open for you. And I guess I gotta answer any questions you want, too.
Tell me what you saw the night of the murder. Tell me, what do you know about Sunry and Alasa? Who are the witnesses in the hotel? Now, let's see what he knows.
The Sith woman, Alasa, rented a room in the hotel. An hour or two later, Sunry comes in and goes to her room. A couple hours later, I hear a blaster shot and see Sunry running. He can't run good because he's a cripple, but he still was going pretty fast. I would swear he started after the shot, though.
Are you sure? Let's see, could it have gone off after he left?
No, I don't think so. I mean, it's possible, just barely. But I wouldn't say that to the court.
Why not? Persuade, you could testify that it happened after he left. I don't want to force persuade because then I feel like I'm being manipulative. And I don't want to buy him out, but I'm pretty sure my persuasion skill's high enough to make this work.
No.
What?
No way I'm lying to the court just because you want to get your Republic buddy off or whatever. I have no interest in going to prison.
Alright, I'm going to leave that open for now. What do you know about Sunry and Alasa?
Alasa used to rent rooms here every week or so. Then Sunry would come by a couple hours later and stay all night. It doesn't take a genius to figure out what was going on.
Okay. Who are the witnesses?
There were only 2 other people in the hotel when it happened. One was a Rhodian named Glupor. Seems like a really dirty, shifty type. Normally I don't let his kind in here. I'm a reputable businessman, you know. But there weren't many people here, so I decided to take a chance. The other is a regular named Firith Me. He's a Pazak player. Probably an addict, but he claims he's big in some circles. Don't know anything about him other than that. Anything else you want to know?
No.
Well, okay. If you need anything else, I'm gonna be right here.
Alright. Let's go talk to these guys. Frith me.
You with the cell, Kath? You here to see me about the murder, too? I told the damn fish everything I knew. What more do you all want from me?
What do you know about Sunry and Alasa?
Sunry, I only heard of once or twice in passing. Some sort of old-time war hero against the Sith. Seen him around in the hotel, too. Going to Alasa's room always, of course. Kept the rest of the building up half the night with their damn antics usually.
You mean Sunry was having a relationship with Alasa?
I'm not saying anything like that. What they did in that room in private is their business. And there isn't any rule against Sith and Republic seeing each other for personal reasons. Although if you think her Sith master didn't know, you must be fooling yourself.
Oh really? Sith Master?
Oh, well, Alasa was a Sith, so of course she'd have to have someone above her. Yeah, I didn't see anything.
Oh boy. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Now I'm gonna force persuade. You know you want to tell me.
You know, I think I could trust you. Heck, I don't even know why I shouldn't tell you. Well, one time, I saw Alasa coming in wearing this big cloak. I was on my way to my room, and she normally wears stuff like that, so I didn't pay her too much attention. But this time, I accidentally brushed up against her. Accidentally, of course. And her cloak fell open. Now, I don't have any qualms about the Sith. I leave them alone, and they leave me alone. And seeing as how Alassa had a Sith lightsaber under her cloak, I'm not going to poke that hornet's nest.
She was a dark Jedi?
Seems so. But I'm not getting myself in any further with the Sith. I know how ruthless they are. Now, that's all I'm going to tell you. I'll testify it to the court, but you aren't going to get anything else out of me.
I got dark side points for that? Whatever. Okay, there's no way that, there's no way that a crippled old man could shoot a dark Jedi. I mean, come on. I don't have anybody with... Oh, I could switch. Alright, we'll trade Bastilan for T3.
And you need...
Sure.
Really? All that for a mid pack? Glupor. You here with Selkath? You have questions for Glupor? Glupor already say everything he knows. Okay. I have questions about the murder of Alassa. Glupor tell everything to Selkath. You not know? Glupor have no reason to not say. Glupor tell everything. Everything about murder. Everything about Sith's lady room. Why were you at the hotel? Glupor staying at hotel. Glupor not very rich. Hotel much too rich for Glupor to live at, but Glupor saved for weeks to have a nice stay here for a few days, using Glooper's chance to live better for a while. Oh crap. Glupor not see murder. Oh no, Glupor did see Republic Eye, the crippled Sunry his name. Glupor thinks. Glupor see sending her away from the scene of a crime. Glupor see nothing else at all, especially not in Sith Lady's room. Uh-oh. What about Alassa's room? Glupor just curious to see what had happened. Glupor have no reason to go into room. No one paid Glupor to do it. Oh boy. Did someone pay you to do something in that room, Glupor? How do you know someone paid Glupor? He planted the medal. Well, Sith man came up to Glupor after murder, before Selkath arrived. He say he gave Glupor good money if Glupor put metal into Sith's hand. I knew it. Glupor good. Glupor plant evidence and leave no trace, but Glupor not recognize Sith man anyway. Glupor not recognize humans very well. No use to Selkath, so not bother to tell them. Well, that and the Sith may say he killed Glupor if Glupor speaks. Oh no. Glupor think he can't talk no more right now. Glupor feels the need to lie down, maybe just stay here. Hold on, Glupor. Do you know about the Selkath youths who have gone missing? Glupor heard of it, yes, but Glupor been locked in this room for days. Glupor think it rather poor insight to think he knows something. Okay, whatever. Alright.
You're the one defending
So, wait a minute.
he can't... Yeah, I'm pretty damn sure he left. No, I don't... What do you...
I thought maybe...
Normally, the other don't know anything else. Well...
I guess that's it. I thought maybe I could question him about a third witness. Ooh, a mysterious man. What's this guy gonna do as we try to leave?
You, Jedi, I hear you are investigating the Sunry murder trial, are you not? This case is not at all what it appears to be. Many currents, might I say, flow beneath the surface.
Guy sounds like he's impersonating George Takei. What do you mean?
This murder is much more complicated than it may first appear. Sunry and Alassa are proxies for their governments, and both sides want the other to fail. You can see the journey by the footprints. You understand, yes?
I think so, kinda.
I'm saying they both had something to do with it. They've both kept their hands in this from the start. If you want to get to the bottom of this murder, you might seek information from both the Sith and the Republic, likely in their embassies.
They just give it to me?
No, of course not. You think state secrets are for sale on the common market? You would have to be devious to get what you want. Heed my advice, Jedi, and you may yet find the truths in this murder.
I just realized this is the second murder trial that we've had to do in this game. The first one was on Dantooine. It's the Republic Embassy.
Welcome to Manaan. I'm Roland Wan. As the official representative of the Republic Embassy on this planet, I'm here to help all citizens of the Republic should they require aid.
I want a mission from the Jedi Council. Perhaps you can help me with it.
Oh, of course. Of course, I'll do whatever I can. But I'm only a simple diplomatic representative of the Republic. I doubt I can be of any use to the Jedi Council.
I seek a star map, the remnant of an ancient forgotten race.
An ancient and forgotten race. And you think it may be here on Manaan?
You know something?
Well, perhaps. But if you want to get information about that, you'll have to do something for me first.
Oh boy, what do you want me to do?
We were using a submersible reconnaissance droid in the ocean surrounding Ahto City, and it was damaged. It took a data recording of the outside of the city before being driven off by the Faraxan sharks. But while it was returning to the surface, it encountered difficulties and was disabled. Its automatic systems floated it to the surface, but we could not retrieve it in time. The Sith were applying subtle pressure to the Selkath authorities for some reason we've not determined, and were able to delay us long enough that they could retrieve the droid before we did. The droid's data centers are heavily encrypted, so it will take the Sith several days, we believe, to get to its data. It was captured 12 hours ago. It is imperative that we get it back.
Where is the droid?
It's heavily guarded, we're sure, in the Sith embassy here on Manaan. Since we have no remaining soldiers to spare, and certainly not our elite ones, we have no one capable of entering the Sith base and retrieving it. That is what we would ask you to do.
Of course. How do I get in the Sith base?
There are several leads we've been working on to get into the Sith base. Any of them should work for you, although it might be wise to concentrate your efforts on just one. The first method that's possible is to help us interrogate a Sith prisoner we managed to catch after he tried to infiltrate our base. He's being held just inside our enclave. We think he may be able to give us the passcode that the Sith give their informers to enter the base. He has proved most resilient so far.
Is there another way?
We managed to pick up a crate of blank Sith data cards, the type they use for passcards. The encryption system to unlock them is very difficult, however. But if you are more skilled than our technicians, you may be able to gain access that way.
And is there another way?
The Sith have got the Selkath to give them exclusive use of one of the main hangar bays. Visiting Sith masters use this bay to land, then take a speeder over the water to an external entrance to the Sith enclave. The luckless spy we mentioned earlier had a pass card to that hangar on him. While it is surely well guarded, it may prove to be the most direct route. Here's the card. The Sith base itself is very heavily guarded. If they became aware of your presence, I fear you would be quickly outnumbered and killed. Here is a pass card to get you inside our facility. You should find all you need to get started in there. You can choose whichever of the methods you want, as long as you get in the base and get the data recording back. Which method do you think you would like to try first?
Alright, so raiding the landing bay is a straight-up combat way. Like, you just go to the hangar, you fight your way through, and it takes you right to the front door, basically, of the base. I'm going to try decrypting the pass card, because I actually remember interrogating the prisoner, and this is tough. I'll probably try it, but I don't think I'll be able to do it. I do believe I can decrypt the pass card.
We've been working at that for a while, but it's been too difficult so far. Maybe you'll have better luck. I wish you luck in your task. Should you retrieve the data recording from the droid, return it here to me, and we can see about getting you that information.
Alright. I remember these are pretty difficult.
So you're the one who's gonna try to get into the Sith base, eh? Huh, good luck, you're gonna need it. This is our main computer room here. We got the box of pass cards we got from the Sith, but we haven't been able to break their encryption yet. We have been able to decode the numeric system they use, but there are holes in our terminal sequence patterns.
What kind of holes?
The encryption system is composed of 6 matrices. Each is based on a mathematical method. The holes we're missing are the final number in each of the strings. Most are simple, but the final 2 matrices seem to be much more difficult. Well, the second last matrix has a pattern looping back on itself, or something. And the last is divided into smaller subparts. Maybe the pattern for that is within each part. But I have to admit, all this is a bit over my head. I haven't even been able to slice past the first matrix, and I've been at this for hours. I've ruined a dozen cards already. But the good thing is we have a whole box of them, so you don't have to worry about running out anytime soon. Since Roland said you were cleared, you can use the computer freely. I'll be here if you have any questions.
Alright. So, this is very similar to hacking into those droids back on Tatooine, I believe. Oh, here we go. Okay, actually, here's what I want to do. I want to get T3 back with me. Because I'm going to have T3 slice the Republic terminal. But we'll do this first. Decrypt Sith passcode. Okay. Terminal sequence. 1, 2, 4, 7, 11, 16. Alright, so they're not prime numbers. Alright, so it's adding... To go from 1 to 2, it's adding 1. To go from 2 to 4, it's adding 2. Then you add 3. Then you add 4. Then you add 5. So the next thing you do is add 6. So 16 plus 6 is 22. Okay? 21, 18, 16, 15, 15, 16. Alright, so this is kind of the same thing. From 21 to 18, we subtracted 3. Then we subtracted 2. Then we subtracted 1. Then we added 0, or subtracted 0. Then we added 1. So it's the change is incrementing by 1. So the next thing we would do is add 2, so it would be 18. Okay? 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. This is easy, it's doubling. So 32 times 2 would be 64. Divisive matrix. So this is dividing by 2. So it would be 4 divided by 2 is 2. Exponential matrix. 1, 32, 81, 64, 25. Okay, so they're not in any actual order. This is... What are these? Squares? Yeah, so 1 times 1 is 1. This would be... What? 4... I guess 6... No, that doesn't make sense then. Because that should be 36 if it was 6 times 6. Why do the rest of these make sense, though? Because this is 9 times 9 is 81, 8 times 8 is 64, 5 times 5 is 25. This 32 is out of place. I'm gonna say 9 anyway, and think that maybe this is an error. Maybe this is supposed to be 36, and the devs actually messed up, because 9 would be 3 times 3. Yeah, that was right. Oh, logarithmic. I hate logs. Really? I'm not... This is gonna be a total guess. 3. I'm gonna say... Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, this is supposed to be 36. Or no. Not here, it's not. I see how this works. We're looking at exponents. So... Because it's almost like binary. Yeah. Okay. I totally see what this is, and the answer is 7. But for me to try to explain this, so we start with 1. The exponent of 1 is 0. If we were squaring. So if we start with 1 and we're squaring it, no, it's not. Or multiplying by 2, I guess? Because, like, to get to 8, you would take 1 times 2 is 4, or 1 times 2 is 2, times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, and that took 3 multiplications by 2. And then 8 times 2 is 16, which would be the 4th time, and 16 times 2 is 32, which would be the 5th time. 32 times 2 is 64, which would be the 6th time, and 64 times 2 is 128, which would be the 7th time. Failure? What? No! I was so sure of that! Oh, what did I do wrong? Alright, let's do this again. So this is 21, or 22. This is 18. This is 64. This is 2. Okay, so this one, maybe it's not 9? What is the pattern here? I'm just gonna try 6. And 7. Yeah, that was it. So for some reason that one was 6. And then the last one was 7. Alright, let's have T7 slice this. Access restricted data archives. Downloading Sunry Incident Archive. Success. The computer screen switches to a fisheye view from some sort of small surveillance device on a wall. Oh shoot, it was in Alassa's room. As she walks further into the room, he softly closes the door, pulls a blaster, and shoots her in the back. Wow, so Sunry did shoot her. This must be some sort of secret recording of Sunry murdering Alassa. Alright. So, we actually...
Yes?
We actually just discovered the truth that Sunry did in fact murder Alassa.
Hey, great! You spliced the encryption on those cards. They change the codes regularly, so you'll have to use it pretty soon or not at all.
Alright. And just for the heck of it, let's try to interrogate this Sith prisoner.
So, you're the one Roland has got to help us interrogate this prisoner. I hope your Jedi powers will come in useful. This one has been most resistant. He's a Sith spy we picked up a little while ago, snooping around outside trying to get in. We thought he was suspicious and brought him inside when the Selkath weren't looking. But it seems the Sith have done a pretty good job of conditioning this guy, and we haven't been able to break him yet.
What was he doing out there?
We're not sure exactly. If you can convince him to talk, we should be able to find that all out.
Alright. What did they do to him?
The Sith protect their really important spies with some sort of mental force feedback system. They can turn their minds in on themselves so force compulsions won't affect them. Combine this with conventional training to resist interrogation, and sometimes it takes months to get them to tell what they know. Do you want to interrogate him now?
Yeah.
Well, the training the Sith gave him will protect him from most normal interrogation techniques, and also from force persuasion. We have found a few hooks you might find useful. He was with another man when he was first spotted. We think it was another spy, but we didn't manage to catch him. We also seized some personal documents he had on him when he was captured. It would seem that he's married to a woman named Tila. We checked this in our computers, and it seems to hold up. We've sent a couple of agents to investigate, but it may be a while.
Alright, what do I have to work with?
What we have here is your standard issue truth serum. It should make him spill his guts in no time. But there is a catch.
A catch.
Because of his conditioning, he's able to resist it at small doses. But if you give him too much, his body realizes what you're trying to do and shuts his mind down completely. If you do that, you'll have to inject him with an antidote that neutralizes the truth serum. Unfortunately, that too has a drawback.
I detect a pattern here.
It causes short-term memory loss. This may work to your advantage because you can try the same tactic over and over again. But if you use it too much, he may forget everything we want to know. Shall we get it started then?
Alright.
Hey you, wake up. Someone wants to talk to you.
Alright. Interrogate him.
What do you want?
Relax, I'm not here to threaten you.
You're not. You lies. You work for the Republic.
We're the only ones that can take you in now. If you want, if you talk, we can make it worth your while. I don't want to hurt you unless you make me.
Please. Please don't hurt me.
If you talk, we can make it now. We're the only ones that can take you in now.
The Sith will never trust you again, spy. We're the only place you have left. Tell us what we want to know.
Never. I am Sith. I will never betray them. Your Republic is weak.
Ugh. Alright, let's try something else.
What do you want?
Maybe we should do something about Tila.
Tila? How did you find out about her?
We could persuade Lai. We have her already. She may be spared if you talk.
No. Please don't hurt her. Please.
Talk or something may happen to her.
No.
Damn.
Ugh. Alright, so we'll start over. Maybe we should do something about Tila. We have her already.
No, please don't hurt her. Please.
Alright, do we know about your companion? If you don't tell us, he will suffer?
Damn.
Oh. We're not gonna. I hate this because it's like, it's such dark side what we're doing.
No, please don't. What?
We don't really need you. Your companion will tell us everything we want to know anyway.
Gutless Sith worm is already starting to crack. We'll have what we need within hours. Damn.
Oh my goodness. So we got the Tila thing down. First we have to tell her that we have her. Tell him that we have her. Then we have to tell that something might happen to her. Then I don't want to hurt you.
Damn.
No. Yes. It could be so much easier. You're not.
The Sith will never trust. Damn.
Oh my goodness. At what point does this just not work at all?
No.
Damn.
I'm just gonna try every possible combination.
You're not. There's nothing you can do to me, Jedi, that the Sith wouldn't do worse. I'm not afraid of you. What?
Of course, they would never believe we let you go so easily, but they would all too happily believe you betrayed them. Damn. Giving up so...
Alright, forget it. I can't do this. It's just... It's so frustratingly difficult. Restricted access. Alright. Let me see. Can I talk to this guy about Sunry at all?
Time?
No. Alright. Alright, let's go confront Sunry about what actually happened. And then... You know what? There is one thing I want to do. So, we have this side quest. Let me look at my journal. Is it this one? Yeah, okay. So, GenoHaradan. A Twi'lek named Seni Vec has given you a datapad he claims you dropped. On the datapad is a cryptic message. The GenoHaradan say to see Hulis on Manaan. Come alone or not at all. So over here is a guy named, or is a Rodian named Hulis. And if we talk to him, a human, there are Selkath everywhere, but you choose to speak with me. Am I so different? Do you think I have answers that others do not? Answers? What are you talking about? These are strange times. The Sith Republic battle to control the galaxy, but their war destroys what they both seek to possess. The war sows fear and confusion. People are lost. They want guidance, direction. They have questions, and they want answers. That is why I'm here. I too seek answers. Who are you? A name? There is power in names, yet the end of a name alone means less than nothing. Yet in the end, a name alone... I'm Hulis, a traveler from the world of Duro. And what is your name, human? Sunny Vec gave me a message to see you. Sunny Vec, this name means nothing to me. Are you certain this person told you and your companions to come and see me? That is very strange. Obviously, there must be some mistake, or maybe this is a joke. I doubt anyone named Sunny Vec told you to bring your companions and come speak with me. Okay. And so you leave, perhaps to return, perhaps not, yet I will remain here, for my work is not done. Alright, so what you have to do is actually not have any companions with you. You return. Was our business so unfinished when we last spoke? What is it you want? Sunny Vec gave me a message to see you. Sunny did not think you would come, but I knew better, Mobius. It is good that you have come alone, for if you ever come with others, I will not speak to you of these things. I am Hulas of the GenoHaradan, a secret society of bounty hunters. For 1,000 generations we have existed, but always hidden beneath an impenetrable veil. I never heard of you. Few ever have. We are shadow, darkness, and night. We are less than a whisper or a thought. We have managed to keep our existence a secret far longer than most could ever imagine. If you were ever foolish enough to tell anyone about this meeting or the GenoHaradan's existence, they would not believe you. They would probably think you were paranoid or mentally unstable. Not even those closest to you can know we have approached you. If you ever speak to me around any of your companions, I will not discuss the GenoHaradan. Do you understand, Mobius? I understand. I believe you speak the truth, Mobius, but remember this. If you ever betray us, this opportunity will be lost forever. Few among the galaxy have ever heard of the GenoHaradan. They never see us, never know we are there. They do not even know we exist. If you do not follow our rules, we will vanish and you will be like all the others. You will never see us again. We will be nothing but a figment of your imagination. But if you swear to keep the secrets of our order, you will learn of a forbidden society known only to a handful throughout the galaxy. I will preserve the secrecy of your order. Excellent, Mobius. We have high hopes for you within the guild. If you prove yourself worthy, listen closely. I will give you the first glimpse into our secret world. We, GenoHaradan, are an ancient guild of elite bounty hunters. For thousands of years, we have been at work throughout the galaxy, eliminating our targets in near total secrecy. How does anybody hire you if nobody knows you exist? In the highest corridors of power, a handful of people know we exist and how to contact us. Of course, these people are smart enough to keep this knowledge a carefully guarded secret. And on very rare occasions, when we are seeking new clients, one of our guild masters will approach a powerful political figure and offer our services when the time is ripe. Okay, what does this have to do with me? By killing Calo Nord, you have shown you have great potential. The GenoHaradan could use someone like you if you are willing, and your work for us could be of great aid to the Republic. Why would the GenoHaradan protect the Republic? The GenoHaradan have vested interest in preserving the Republic. It is the perfect cover for our work. We operate behind the scenes, manipulating events through subtle Do you think the Republic has persisted for over 15,000 years by mere accident? If not for our influence, distasteful as our methods may be to some, the Republic would have collapsed long ago. We understand the bureaucracy of the Republic. We have learned how to alter the course of political events under the existing regime. We have no wish to see the Republic fall. Alright. Why would I want to join you? As I said earlier, your efforts here will help the Republic. By aiding us, you will earn the right to join an exclusive organization with the power to alter the very course of galactic history. And of course, there is the simplest reason of all. The GenoHaradan reward their agents very, very well. Okay, what do I have to do to join? As you can imagine, joining the GenoHaradan is not a simple process. To begin, we will need proof of your loyalty and your competence. When you feel you are ready, I will give you a task, a target who must be eliminated. Of course, you will have to come alone wherever you wish to discuss GenoHaradan business. I'm ready. Killing Calo Nord was an impressive display of your skills, but there is more to GenoHaradan than mere killing. To preserve the secrecy of our order, our agents must be discreet. You must be able to find and eliminate a target without drawing undue attention. You can never mention your assignments to others, not even your closest allies. Also, you cannot ask people for information about your target. You must complete your mission using only the information I will provide. I understand who is my target. We will begin with something simple. Your first mission is to eliminate either of two targets, a Grand Slaver named Zulan Centaur, or a Rhodian anti-Republic terrorist named Lorgal. Tell me about Lorgal. Lorgal is a radical who wants to destroy the Republic through terrorist acts. He is responsible for over 24 bombings, leaving hundreds of civilians dead. He was recently captured and is being held prisoner in the Republic base here in Manaan, awaiting transport to Coruscant for the trial, and a chance to publicly voice his radical beliefs. We do not want to give him that chance. You must find a way to kill him before he leaves for Coruscant, but you must be subtle. It must look like an accident or an unexplainable death. The Republic would be glad to get rid of Lorgal, so they won't investigate his death closely. As long as he isn't struck down by a weapon in his cell, the GenoHaradan will be satisfied. And the other one? Zulan is a common intergalactic slaver who tried to kidnap the daughter of a Coruscant senator. He failed and the girl was recovered, but Zulan himself escaped. He'll probably try another similar kidnapping soon. If he succeeds, he might ransom his victim in exchange for dangerous political secrets that he could threaten the Republic itself. The GenoHaradan want to eliminate him before this happens. Our latest information places Zulan on Dantooine. He often sells illicit goods to the wealthy settlers of that world. His land speeder was spotted near one of the settlers' estates on Dantooine. Zulan rarely strays far from his speeder. In case he needs to make a quick escape, you should look for him there. Anything else? Remember, tell no one about this if they're okay, blah blah. That's all for now. Alright. That is such a mouthful. Alright, I'm going to end this episode here, but maybe we'll go after them at the beginning of the next episode. We'll see. We'll see what comes next. Let's get my companions back. Okay. So, this has been another episode of KOTOR. Until next time, MobiSpun here. I'll see you guys then.